Hello, ladies and gentlemen. Yes, this is Lee from the Bleep Up Podcast, and I have another episode of FIFA for you today. And yes, it is titled The Transfer Deadline. Yeah, so basically I went shopping, and we need defenders. So I went to Borussia Dortmund, because I know they have a couple of good players. And this guy, I'm not even going to try and pronounce his name, but he's a beast. So I offered Borussia Dortmund some money. But also, look, Jeremy Boateng, I tried to get him from Bayern Munich. And West Bromwich Albion came in for Seamus Coleman. And I was like, you know what? Sorry, I'm not going to sell him quite yet, so I stalled that. But then, yes, Borussia Dortmund asked for 13.5 million for that player, and I was like, no thank you. And then, look at that, Boateng, yeah, we'll agree terms to your contract, mate. So we will. And I was a happy man, because this guy's 23, he's young, and he's a very, very, very good defender. And, you know, I was like, okay, let's give him 60,000, 10% for clean sheets, 3 seasons instead of 4, and he's a crucial first-team player. And I was really, really happy. So I signed this, but then it came back, and he said, I have reviewed your contract offer, but, you know, I love living here. He loves living in Germany, ladies and gentlemen, and I don't blame him. They have great beer, they have great food, and they have very attractive women. Whew. Not to say the least. But anyway, moving on, I just couldn't believe it. So Jeremy Boateng's trade was an epic fail. But moving on, continuing to sign defenders, I looked to Liverpool. Yes, the rivals of Everton, and you know, he was in poor form, and I thought, why not snatch him away from Liverpool if they're not happy? His morale's happy, but his form is terrible. So I thought, why not give them Tony Hibbert and £6 million to try and bring Glenn Johnson to Everton. And you know what? I'm a big fan of Gary Cahill as well, so I threw a bid to Chelsea to say, hey, come over to me, Gary. And then I did a crazy amount of money for one of my favourite defenders in the Premier League, Daniel Agadou. You've got to love him. But then Glenn Johnson accepted these, so we went through some contract talks. And I was like, you know what, you're crucial because you're going to be played over Hibbert every day. And then, you know, they also accepted a contract deal with Daniel Agger. So, you know, Liverpool are giving me 2 of their best defenders. It's kind of interesting. And you know what, to make sure I had the money for this trade to go through, I had to shout Coleman. So I sold him to West Bromwich Albion. So goodbye, Coleman, but hello, Glenn Johnson. That is our right back. What a beast he will be for us. And hello, Agadou. Yes, Daniel Agger also signed for us. So Liverpool gave away 2 of their best defenders to us. Man, this is a parallel universe on FIFA. But anyway, yes, the papers aren't so sure on this deal that I did for Glenn Johnson. They're questioning my price tag of £7 million. But you know what? I've got 2 English defenders. Well, actually 3 international defenders as my back 4 now. I have Phil Jagielka, I have Glenn Johnson, and Leighton Baines. Come on, what more can you ask for? But then also the papers had a problem with me saying Everton take their chances without Fellaini. After a busy transfer window for the league, the sale of Marouane Fellaini stands as one of the most polarising amongst fans and critics. Earlier today, the Everton manager declared that Fellaini was officially no longer part of the club. In hindsight, he says, it was a big sale, but I feel that the team will get on fine without him. And they were the words out of my mouth in confidence. And look, we have Honda. What more do we need in our team? And then look, they're expecting a big game for Agger. So far, there has been no comment from Mac on when we will see Agger's first team debut. Well, it will be the next game, trust me. When asked he simply said, good things come to those who wait. And the fans will be not waiting that long due to the fact that he will be playing in the next match. But then also, look at this. I'm a wanted man by international teams, which is quite hilarious, seeming I've only taken over Everton for a short period of time. But anyway, moving on, we go into our game, and it is against West Bromwich Albion. This is our 3rd game, I believe, in the Premier League, and as you can see, we are against West Bromwich Albion. West Bromwich Albion are a pretty decent squad, and look at that. There he is, Daniel Agger, starting for Everton. What a signing he will be for our team. And here we've got Glenn Johnson on the side, crosses it in, and look, bubbles up in the air, and Honda with a volley, and it goes straight into the keeper's hands. But this game has been pretty close, I kid you not. It was very, very congested, but we'll pick it up here as Gugeu, or whatever his name is, pings an absolute delightful ball to the pace meister, Femi Martins, and he cuts in, and look at this, the beast from Nigeria puts it in the bottom corner, and he goes off celebrating, and yes, he does the robot. And we go into half time with a 1-0 lead. Starting the second half, look at that, Honda has scored 4 goals, and he is currently top in the league, which I was really happy about. But look at this, great save here from Howard, but he gives it straight back to Odem Wingy, and he pounces on that in the 51st minute, and that is how the game finished, 1-1 against West Bromwich Albion. So that was pretty disappointing. But moving on, we have Spurs in the next round of the Capital One Cup. So this is going to be a tough game because Spurs have a very, very good squad in FIFA 13, guys, and in real life actually. They have, you know, the likes of Dembele, they have Defoe. They just have a really scary squad. So you know what, coming into this game, I would be happy if I lost to them. But you know me, I'm not going to go down without a fight. But look at that ball from Gareth Bale to Dembele. But this is why we bought Agger. What a tackle that was. And here we go, we'll pick it up here. Honda, he's alone at the penalty spot, and look at that, right in the bottom corner. This guy cannot stop scoring for us at the moment, and he just beats Lloris down in the bottom corner. And we just kept applying pressure. And here's Martins with a chance. But then look at this. Honda with the stretch there to stop the ball, and then Gibson plays it out wide to Gugeu, and guess who scores? Barkley. Yes, you did hear me right. Barkley, the guy who missed every opportunity against Aston Villa, finally scores. But here we go, this is why Tottenham are so dangerous. Here's Dembele, through ball, and Asu Akoto scores right after we score. And that is just filthy. And it just basically takes us 2-1 ahead against halftime. But you know, this game was very, very heated. Here we go, we have a shot. I think this is Barkley again. Yeah, he headers it over the bar. So even scoring, he still can't seem to put the ball in the back of the net. But here we go, Sandro to Dembele, and look at that for a ball from Defoe. Phil Jagielka can't get there, and unfortunately Howard absolutely levels him, but it goes in, and it goes to 2-2, and we just kept piling on the pressure. And Honda here, look at this, headers it straight at Lloris, which makes no sense because I wanted him to volley it. And here we go, here's another try by Martins, but another great save. So the game finished 2-2, and it went into overtime, and we still couldn't score, so it went to penalties. That's right, penalties. And Tom Huddleston here is having the first one, and look at that, right in the top corner. Moving on, we have Obafemi Martins against Lloris. Where will he put it? Boom, look at that. What a penalty by Martins, the Nigerian beast. Now we have Clint Dempsey against Howard. America versus America. And yes, Dempsey beats him, unfortunately. But anyway, moving on to the second penalty. It's Honda. What can Honda pull out for us? He goes straight down the middle. Look at that. He is absolutely happy with that, our captain. But here we go. Jermaine Defoe against Howard. Where will Jermaine go? He stutters and puts it right under the bar. What a penalty that was to beat Howard. And then we have Gugeu here. He's going to have a penalty against Lloris, and he sends him the wrong way. He's happy as well, exactly like Honda. And here's Dembele against Howard. Where will Dembele go? And he saves it. Howard saves the penalty from Dembele. And here we go, Gibson with an opportunity to take Everton ahead on penalties, and he is also saved, and he can't take it. Look at that, he's complaining and crying. But here we go, Gareth Bale against Howard. Will Bale score? Yes, he will. What a penalty that was, right in the corner. And I was cacking it right now, guys, because it's Barkley. What is Barkley going to do? Can Barkley score? Of course he can. For some bizarre reason, he can. Straight down the middle, and he's really happy with himself. And now, Scott Parker, their captain, against Howard. Stutters, and that will be his undoing. What a save by Howard. I don't know why he jumped after the ball after that, but what a save that was. The pressure is building on Lloris, and all the pressure is on Morales, our player. Will he score? Of course he will. Straight down the middle, and we have knocked Tottenham out of the Capital One Cup, and Morales is really happy. Look at that, Lloris, he's crying. Don't worry about it, mate. It's not because you're French. Ha, French joke. But anyway, look at this. Top draw performances from Honda. The ability of Honda has rarely been questioned, but when the ability is paired with application, then the results are spectacular. What? Honda's a beast, period. Beast. B-E-A-S-T. Beast. Anyway, guys, I want to thank you for watching this video, and if you've enjoyed it, guys, please like it and subscribe to my channel. And on the screen right now, as you can see, the thumbnails, click any of them if you want to see any of my other content, and if you want to subscribe, click that red box down there. Until next time, guys, take care and have a good one, because, man, we are just steamrollering it with Everton.